So our lesson objective is I can divide polynomials using synthetic division. What is synthetic division? So it's a method, or also a shortcut method, to divide polynomials, and it only works when you're dividing by a binomial with a leading coefficient of 1. An example of that would be x plus 1, because the leading coefficient in front of x here is 1. Similar to long division, I think it's easier to just show you by doing it. So what you first want to do is identify the coefficients of what you're dividing by here. So I just rewrote this with all the coefficients. So these are all the coefficients you use, and then what you do is you take the x plus 4 and you set that equal to 0, minus 4 from both sides, and you have x equals negative 4. So these are the terms that you need to use. So now what you do is you set up your coefficients in an order, and then we're going to use synthetic division on them. So you write it like this, just the coefficients, and then you write negative 4 here. You bring 1 down, and then what you do is you multiply negative 4 by 1, and it becomes negative 4. Now we do negative 1 plus negative 4, that's negative 5. Negative 4 times negative 5 is positive 20. Negative 27 plus 20 is negative 7, and then negative 4 times negative 7 is positive 28, and you add these together. So what this tells us is our final answer is it becomes 1 degree less than what we divided. So we divided a cubic here, so our answer will be a quadratic. So we rewrite this as 1x squared minus 5x minus 7, which is just the same as x squared minus 5x minus 7. So your final answer from above is x squared minus 5x minus 7. Here we have 3x cubed minus 22x squared plus 37x minus 10 divided by x minus 2. So we're first going to go ahead and highlight all of our coefficients. Then we take our x minus 2, we set that equal to 0, we add 2 to both sides, we get x equals 2. So then we perform synthetic division. We bring down the 3 first. 2 times 3 is 6. Negative 22 plus 6 is going to be negative 16. 2 times negative 16 is negative 32. 37 minus 32 is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. And then that goes away. Then we replace this as 3x squared minus 16x plus 5. And then we can just rewrite that above here. Now we're dealing with a non-zero remainder, so let's go ahead and rewrite what we're dividing by with, but what we're dividing into, let's rewrite this with our coefficient. At the same time, we set x plus 5 equal to 0, we get x equals negative 5. And then our important coefficients are 1, 1, negative 22, negative 1. So we write this as 1, 1, negative 22, negative 1. And then we have negative 5. We bring down the 1. 1 times negative 5 is negative 5. 1 plus negative 5 is negative 4. Negative 5 times negative 4 is positive 20. Negative 22 plus 20 is negative 2. And then negative 5 times negative 2 is going to be positive 10. So we have a remainder of 9. So this is your remainder. So the way this works is this is still x squared minus 4x minus 2, but then what you do is you add 9 and you write that over the x plus 5 the way we did for long division. So we can rewrite our final answer as x squared minus 4x minus 2 plus 9 over x plus 5. This is another one where we have a remainder. So let's first go ahead and identify our coefficients. So that's going to be 4, negative 16, positive 20, negative 16. So we rewrite, and then we have x minus 3 equals 0, so x equals 3. So we rewrite this as 4, negative 16, 20, negative 16. We're dividing it synthetically using 3. Bring down the 4, 3 times 4 is 12, negative 16 plus 12 is negative 4, 3 times negative 4 is negative 12, 20 plus negative 12 is 8, 3 times 8 is 24, negative 16 plus 24 is negative 8. So we write this as 4x squared minus 4x plus 8 plus 8 over x minus 3. So that's our final answer. Probably a more important problem than just having a remainder is also knowing what to do when you have a missing power. So in this case, we're going to rewrite this equation as x cubed, and I'm going to write it as 1x cubed plus 0x squared minus 49x plus 120. And again, we have x plus 8 equals 0, x is negative 8. So we're going to highlight our important coefficients, 1, 0, negative 49, and 120. So then it's 1, 0, negative 49, and 120. If you forget this, you will get the answer wrong. So this is required. We bring the 1 down. Negative 8 times 1 is negative 8. 0 plus negative 8 is negative 8. Negative 8 times negative 8 is 64. 64 minus 49 is going to be 15. And then negative 8 times 15 is negative 120. And this cancels. So your final answer is just x squared minus 8x plus 15. So we're just going to do one more of these, and what I'm going to do is actually do one where we have a missing power and we have a remainder. So what we're going to do is rewrite this polynomial here with the x squared written in. So we'll have x to the fourth minus 9x cubed plus 0x squared minus 1 divided by x minus 9. So then we rewrite this with our coefficients. So that's 1x to the fourth minus 9x cubed plus 0x squared minus 1. So again, we highlight our important coefficients, 1, negative 9, 0, negative 1. And then we say, okay, what are we dividing by? Well, x minus 9 equals 0. We add 9 to both sides. X equals 9. So we have 9, and then we have 1, negative 9, 0, negative 1. Bring down the 1. 1 times 9 is 9. Negative 9 plus 9 is 0. 9 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 9 times 0 is 0. And then we have negative 1. So this becomes x to the third plus 0x squared plus 0x. And then we keep this negative 1 as our remainder. So our final answer is x cubed plus negative 1 over x minus 9. After this lesson, you can divide polynomials using synthetic division.